In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to make a successful career as a writer. Coming up. In today's episode, you're going to feel empowered, unstoppable, and gain the tools to accomplish anything you can dream of, using real examples from some of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world. That's all happening today on the I Can Show. Hey everyone, what is up? James Martin here. Welcome to the I Can Show podcast, the only podcast that shows you the realm of possibilities and how you can succeed in your passion. I'm super thrilled today because we're going to talk about writing, both the corporate side as well as for those that want to get into like novels and fiction and whatnot. If this is your first time being introduced to the podcast, I would love to invite you to feel free to leave comments down below of what inspires you about writing. If there's anything meaningful in today's episode, let me know either in the comments or please shoot me an email at matchcutmedia@gmail.com. Love to hear your feedback. All right, let's get to the show. So, as I said, there's kind of two parts to the writing element that we're going to kind of cover today. One part is the corporate side. So there's going to be some writing that you can do either on your own to grow your business, or there's even other stuff where you can serve another business as a writer. We're also going to talk about for those that are writing your own book, your own novels, your own pieces of fiction, and how you can publish that and make a living and a successful career off of that. So, first thing I want to show you is some advice from a YouTuber by the name of Justin Bryant. He shows you how to earn money writing from home in 2017. So number one, he suggests that you can be a guest blogger. This is where you write blogs for other people. And something you have to keep in mind too is that if you're interested in the writing business, you have to understand that not everyone's a writer. I'm going to say that again. Not everyone is a writer, which means there's usually other people that are more interested in other stuff. I'm not a huge fan of corporate writing. I do write blogs. I do write for, the podcast. And there's stuff like that I am interested in. But honestly, I'm the type of person where if I could bring someone else to do the podcast, I would love to. And I know I'm not the only one. There's other people out there that like to outsource because these CEOs and these owners want to focus on their own thing and then bring other people on to do their creative writing, to do their blogs, etc., etc., etc. Freelance writing. So as I said, you write for other businesses. You can write blogs, articles, guides, tutorials, etc. You can also do book publishing, such as self-publishing. For instance, you could post a book on Kindle or Amazon or iBooks Author, etc., etc. So you can do your own book publishing. Start your own blog. Most importantly, if you plan on writing blogs for other people, have your own list of blogs also. Showcase your writing, showcase your skills. And I personally think even if you're a book author, I think you should be writing blogs anyways. Showcase what you do, showcase your thoughts, etc., etc. It's the same as maybe you're more interested in video blogs. And I'm a big fan of the vlogs and the video blogs, but doing a video blog is basically a transcribed version of your thoughts. You can write a blog doing the same thing, whichever you prefer. Blogs or vlogs, pick one, but both do really, really well, but you should be doing one or the other in my opinion. So you can do blogs on a WordPress site. You can use Google AdSense on your blogs as well as affiliate marketing as a way to make some money off your blogs. And as I said, you can sort of work for another company even from home. Like when you do your writing for your blogs or the emails, you can do all that from the comfort of your home. You don't have to leave anywhere. You might want to leave once in a while. But other than that, you can basically do your own writing from home. Big benefit there. So now I want to go more into the corporate side. So we're going to talk about freelance writing career. So this is from a video from Freelance Writing Riches called How to Start a Successful Freelance Writing Career When You Have No Experience. So what can you be writing, or what do you need in order to be a successful freelance writer? Number one is you need a website. You need contacts and you need findings. Number two is you need a portfolio, as I mentioned before. Again, if you're planning on writing blogs and being contracted to write blogs, you need to have example blogs of your own. And write several, as in before you even launch your website, have a bunch of examples. It's usually recommended you have 5 to 10 different samples, show articles, show blogs, show everything that you can possibly post. Content mills, they hire you for their clients. May not pay as well, but the idea is that you get exposure, you get experience, and you get connections. The other important thing according to this video is make sure you set your goals, of course. So when you will be writing, where do you want to end up, your breakdown, your daily tasks, etc., etc., etc. And finally, make sure you sound confident even if you're not. I do find that most of the time some writers can be sort of introverts, politely. I mean, if you're not, correct me, but most of the time there's introverts. And so you need to come out, you need to be bold, you need to be confident. Okay? Again, you have a talent and you have, something that you're interested in that not everyone else has. Not everyone's a writer. A lot of people would prefer someone else to write their own content or hire you to write their content. I want to hear from you. Are you more interested in the corporate side or writing your own book? Writing your own stuff, making either a comic or just writing a novel? Let me know down in the comments what you're interested in. Because right now I want to shift gears and start focusing more on the fiction side. So, how to make money writing short fiction with Douglas Smith is a video by a YouTuber by the name of The Creative Pen. Douglas has released several different short novels and even bigger novels all across the world, multiple different awards. This is what he's got to say. So first, just to clarify about a short fiction. A short fiction is 7,500 words or less, not general, but by most awards, it's usually that. Short stories are a good starting point. You can learn how to actually write fiction. You can write a story and also ask for feedback. Stories that are marketed the best are also more likely to get rewards. So get used to putting it on social media, putting it out there, and marketing the heck out of it. Now here's a big thing you need to understand. Rights. So when you write a story and you're selling it to a publisher, you're not selling the story, you're selling the license, which is the rights to your story. So you need to figure out how to negotiate and how much the rights of the publisher wants and how much you're going to get back. So you need to negotiate how much rights the publisher is going to get and how much money you're going to get paid. Such as there's a thing called first rights. You only sell this once. You sell it to the best market, start at the top. By starting from the top, you'll know if your story is good enough for the top market. If you start lower, you won't be able to sell second rights to higher markets. So there's a reason why it's called first rights. If you self-publish, you may not get the success, money, or opportunities for publishing big time later on. He also says, write a lot and keep putting into the market. Keep track of what stories you've been sending to different markets and content. This is to help you to know which markets have worked so you don't submit to the same market twice when the first one didn't work. He recommends to write your books and submit them to a database called thegrinder.diabolicalplots.com. We have the link down on the bottom of the screen. It's a site where you can keep track of the stories and, of course, the markets and how they've been working out. Some publishers may also ask for what's called language rights because they might submit to other publishers that can publish your work in a different language. You might want to license your work in English first, then find it to submit to foreign markets. You don't need to translate your own work into foreign languages. The publishers will have their own translators. After you're done writing your book, you may also be interested in doing an audiobook. For those that are looking into an audiobook, I mean, this is nice because, of course, that you're not only telling a story through written work, because some people prefer reading something, some other people prefer listening to something. So an audiobook is very, very helpful. But when you're planning on doing that, you need to keep in mind about what's called audio rights. You don't give these away as you can sell this. So you can license to audio markets. So what you do when you're doing an audio for your book is you hire a narrator and offer royalties. Use a site like Audible to make your recordings, and then you go to an audio book publisher. So next thing I want to talk to you guys, so we've kind of talked a little bit about corporate and freelancing. We also just spoke about if you want to write your own short fiction, your own novel, how do you go about that? How do you write it? How do you send it into markets? Now I want to take us back for one more thing, and that's blogging. So for those of you who don't know about blogging, blogging is basically when you write a different article expressing a thought, a message, a story. A lot of this can be related to your target market regarding how to offer value. Again, this is entertaining or it's got information or both. And when you're writing your blogs, you have to keep in mind about the niche that you're serving as well. This can be a part of your business. This can just be your own thing. It's the same with vlogging, how it can just be yourself on YouTube, but you can also attach this to a business, to a website, etc., etc., etc. So, there's this video called Make Money Blogging from $0 to $1,000 a Day in 2018 by YouTuber Jeff Ross, and he's going to tell us how to make money as a blogger. So first off, you have to understand SEO, which is search engine optimization ranking. When it talks about ranking SEO, it's talking about how you get ranked in search engines like Google and Bing and Yahoo, etc. The first thing you got to know is, what would your clients type to find you? So the thing about Jeff Ross is he's a financial advisor in Illinois. So he makes sure that he can be found no matter what when you search in financial advisor Illinois. What other terms could you be found with SEO? Others may work and some may not. It's a matter of testing and trying, using different sites like Google. Google will tell you how popular certain ads or wordings and certain phrases are and how they show up. Install Google AdSense, sign up for free. Google will give you a code for you to put on your site, and Google will determine if someone wants to advertise with certain terms. You will need to rank, but give it time, it will eventually add up. What happens is, so when you do this, when someone wants to put out an ad, Google will see if your blog is worth sharing that ad on. And then when their ad goes onto your blog, you get a small percentage of whatever the company paid for that ad to be on your site. And again, so it's not much, but again, you do more and more and more of this, eventually it adds up. Then he has what he calls the crystal ball method. So what do you know is big news coming up? This can skyrocket your AdSense. Can you write something first or better? And I've mentioned this before in previous episodes. When you're trying to hack culture and try and take advantage of trends, it's kind of difficult because sometimes a trend can come and go really, really quickly. And when you're spending hours, if not days, writing something, but I mean, you have a life, you're probably writing other stuff, you probably have family, you probably have your own personal needs. And so when a trend comes, it's difficult to sort of hop on that bandwagon to quickly put something out, because as soon as the trend comes on, it's a trend. People are going to be searching it up. And so your blog is one of the possible things that can pop up on an SEO. So your blog is one thing that could possibly pop up when someone's searching that trend on Google, Yahoo, Bing, etc. But is there something that you might want to predict? So an example off the top of my head is, do you want to do a blog based on movies? You know, obviously you can see when a movie is coming up. You can obviously see, you know, where all the big hype is coming around, if people are excited, if people are not. But as soon as a movie comes out, people are going to want to know all about the movie before they even go and watch it. That's an example. So what big news is coming up that you can hack already? You can do incorporate affiliate. This is where you sell a service or a product via a link, then you get a small commission. So as I said before in the episode about selling online, you can sign up for, let's say, an Amazon affiliate. You can sign up for an affiliate in other businesses and other companies. And basically, when you advertise a product or service, someone clicks through that link, buys that product or service, and maybe other things, you get a small commission. It's not a lot, but again, the more and more and more you do this, it starts to add up and you start finding your side income, your part-time income, and then a full-time income. And again, it's very, very easy. You can start with Amazon if you really, really want to, but those are two different ways you can make money from a blog: AdSense or affiliate. You could also look for sponsorships, in my opinion, but sponsors are kind of iffy, but at least you know for a fact that there are people who are going to want to click on that link and an affiliate, and there's a possibility for Google AdSense. And the other big thing you got to keep in mind too is you have to show up for work. That's something that's not written here, but I'm also going to say that here. It's all about showing up for work. So if you are, it's just like doing the videos, as I mentioned in other episodes. So if you're planning on posting a blog, make sure it's the same time, same day. Keep it consistent. If you're posting a new blog every Monday morning at 6 a.m., make sure it's every Monday, every 6 a.m. on that Monday. If it's all over the place, it doesn't help, because people need to know and search and know when your blogs are being posted. So that consistency matters. And at least you know that if you're planning on posting one new blog once a week for this year, you know for a fact that by the end of this year, you're going to be posting 52 blogs, right? Same if you're doing a video on YouTube, you're going to be posting 52 videos this year. So consistency does matter. And then of course one thing he also adds is advertise products and businesses that you trust. Yes, big thing. If you don't like the product or service, if you don't trust them, that's going to come down on your brand. People are not going to trust you and your brand because you're just going after the money. Find something that you are truly passionate about. And then of course you can show your blogs on YouTube, Pinterest, and an email list. Growing an email list is also very, very important. You can do something simple by using, let's say, MailChimp. MailChimp is very easy. You can also write them ahead of time and schedule. Post it on your social media. Pinterest is also huge. You can also do a video blog. So when I say by a video blog, it is basically a video version of your blog. So when someone might do, let's say, a video and then transcribe that into a blog, you're doing the reverse. So you're writing the blog, transcribing that into a video. The reason why you might want to do that is because you can post that video on places like YouTube. You can do it on Pinterest, but you can also post it on Instagram, make a video for Twitter, make a video for Facebook, as well as posting the link to your blog. It's extra exposure. And in your video, you can also say, read the full blog, or I'm not going to go through everything in my blog, but you can read the full thing down in the comments below, etc. And when you post a video on YouTube, it also helps with your SEO ranking. So it's like the 2 chances of winning a lottery. Would you rather have 1 chance of winning or 2 chances? Well, at least you have 2 chances with both a blog and YouTube. All right. I want to hear from you right now. Is there something inspiring, a good trick that you've learned about writing and how to make a good successful career writing that you're going to incorporate into your life that has added value? If there was something that stood out, let me know either in the comments or please shoot me an email at magicutmedia@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing your thoughts. And if you got any value out of this podcast, I would love to invite you to our online merchandise shop at shop.spreadshirt.ca/the I Can Show. You can find all sorts of the most amazing, empowering, and inspiring t-shirts, mugs, etc. When you purchase the merchandise, you're further supporting this podcast so we can make these better, produce more, and really make an impact, especially when we go into 2019. Thank you very much, everyone. Good luck to all the writers out there, and I'll see you next time.